Imagine taking a bite of chili and feeling that slow rising heat that seems to wake up your whole body, and now imagine that the real story of what chili does to your stomach is almost the opposite of what you have always been told for generations. People have whispered that chili burns holes in the stomach, that it causes ulcers, that it destroys digestion, and that it is dangerous for anyone who cares about their gut, yet millions of people across the world eat chili every single day and somehow keep living long, healthy lives. So, what is actually happening inside your stomach when that heat hits your tongue and slides down your throat? The answer is far more surprising than the myths suggest, and it starts with a tiny compound called capsaicin, which is not heat at all but a chemical signal that tricks your nerves into thinking something is burning even when nothing is physically damaged. Your stomach lining is not screaming in pain because it is being harmed, it is reacting because the same nerve receptors that detect heat on your skin also exist inside your digestive system, and when capsaicin activates them, your brain interprets the signal as fire even though no fire exists. This misunderstanding shaped centuries of fear around chili, especially in cultures where spicy food was rare and digestion problems were blamed on anything unfamiliar. In old Europe, chili arrived as an exotic shock, and doctors without modern tools assumed the burning feeling meant injury, while in places like Mexico, India, and parts of Asia, chili became a daily food, and people noticed something different: that regular chili eaters often had strong digestion, fewer stomach infections, and better appetite. Modern science eventually caught up and found that capsaicin actually increases blood flow to the stomach lining, which helps it protect itself and repair faster rather than damaging the stomach. Chili encourages the stomach to produce mucus, which acts like a natural shield against acid. This is important because ulcers are usually caused by bacteria or long-term stress and medication use, not by spicy food itself. In fact, several studies found that moderate chili consumption may reduce the risk of ulcers by strengthening the stomach defenses. This flips the old myth completely upside down and explains why populations that eat chili daily do not show higher ulcer rates but often show lower ones. Another misconception is that chili causes acid reflux, yet the story is more psychological than physical. Chili does not automatically increase stomach acid production, instead it heightens awareness of sensations. So if someone already has a sensitive esophagus, they may feel discomfort more strongly, but the chili is not the root cause, it is amplifying signals that were already there. This is why some people swear chili destroys their stomach while others feel energized and satisfied afterward. The brain plays a powerful role here. Expectation shapes experience. If you believe chili will hurt you, your nervous system becomes alert and every sensation feels intense, whereas experienced chili eaters often report warmth, comfort, and even relaxation after a spicy meal, which sounds strange until you learn that capsaicin also triggers the release of endorphins, the same natural chemicals that create pleasure and reduce pain. This is why spicy food lovers talk about a chili high and why the stomach often feels calm and settled after the initial burn fades. There is also a cultural layer to this story. In the United States, chili has long been associated with discomfort, perhaps because traditional American diets were historically mild and heavy rather than spicy and light. When chili entered mainstream food, it came through extremes like hot sauce challenges and warning labels, reinforcing the idea that chili is something dangerous to endure rather than a normal food to enjoy. Meanwhile, traditional cuisines treated chili as medicine as well as flavor. Ancient healers used chili to stimulate digestion, warm the body, and preserve food. Before refrigeration existed, bacteria struggle to survive in spicy environments, which means chili likely protected stomachs from infections long before people understood germs. Modern research supports this, showing that capsaicin has antimicrobial properties and may help control harmful bacteria in the gut. Another surprising effect is how chili influences appetite and metabolism. When chili reaches the stomach, it activates sensors that communicate with the brain and signal fullness faster. This can help reduce overeating and improve portion control, which is why spicy meals often feel satisfying without being heavy. This effect also ties into weight management studies, where people who regularly eat spicy food tend to consume fewer calories overall, not because chili burns fat directly but because it helps regulate hunger signals and digestion rhythm. Your stomach becomes more efficient, more responsive, and less sluggish. There is also a common fear that chili causes gastritis or chronic inflammation, yet evidence shows the opposite for most healthy people. Capsaicin has anti-inflammatory effects when consumed regularly in moderate amounts. It teaches the nervous system to calm down rather than overreact, similar to how exercise stresses muscles to make them stronger. Chili gently challenges the stomach to adapt and become resilient. This process explains why beginners feel discomfort while regular eaters feel balance and comfort over time. The stomach is not fragile glass, it is a muscular adaptive organ designed to handle a wide range of foods and sensations. The problem arises only when chili is used to mask poor food quality or combined with excessive alcohol, stress, or lack of sleep. In those cases, chili becomes an easy scapegoat for deeper issues. Another layer often ignored is the emotional and social role of spicy food. Sharing chili-rich meals brings people together. It slows eating, encourages conversation, and creates memorable experiences. This positive emotional context influences digestion through the gut-brain connection. When you enjoy your food in a relaxed social setting, your stomach functions better, produces balanced acid levels, and empties efficiently. Stress, on the other hand, tightens the stomach muscles and increases discomfort regardless of what you eat. So blaming chili alone misses the bigger picture of lifestyle and mindset. There is also growing interest in how chili affects the gut microbiome, the community of bacteria living in your digestive system. Early fears assumed spicy food would kill good bacteria, but newer research suggests moderate chili intake may actually support microbial diversity by discouraging harmful strains while allowing beneficial ones to thrive. This balanced environment supports digestion, immunity, and even mental health, showing that the effects of chili extend far beyond a momentary burn. Another fascinating aspect is adaptation. The stomach learns just like the tongue and brain. Regular exposure to capsaicin reduces nerve sensitivity, meaning the same amount of chili causes less perceived burn over time without any damage. This neural training effect is similar to how people adapt to bitter coffee or intense exercise, and it explains why spice tolerance increases naturally and safely. The myth that tolerance means damage is simply wrong. It means communication between nerves and brain has become more efficient. Perhaps the most surprising fact of all is that chili does not act alone. It interacts with everything else you eat. Fiber, fats, proteins, and even temperature. Fats can soften the burn, fiber slows absorption, and protein adds satisfaction. So a balanced meal with chili behaves very differently in the stomach than a bottle of hot sauce on an empty stomach, which again highlights that context matters more than the spice itself. The stomach responds to patterns, not isolated ingredients. When people say chili hurts their stomach, they are often describing a situation where timing, stress, quantity, and food quality are misaligned, not the inherent nature of chili itself. Understanding this changes how you see spicy food, from something to fear into something to respect, and use wisely. The real lesson is not that chili is good or bad, but that your stomach is smarter than old myths suggest, and when you listen to it rather than fight it, chili can become a tool for enjoyment, resilience, and better digestion rather than a source of fear. So the next time you feel that warm burn, remember, it is not destruction, it is communication between your stomach, nerves, and brain, a signal that wakes up systems designed to protect you, adapt, and even reward you for the experience. If you enjoyed this deep dive into how everyday foods really affect your body, take a moment to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more surprising health stories told simply and honestly.